Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. So today we will be taking a look at this deck. This is called the Superlunaris Tarot. It is a collage deck. This is the Spark Edition. So this is a more affordable version of their tarot, the Superlunaris Tarot. It is not gilded and in linen cardstock. So I think that's the only difference, well, the cardstock in the original Superlunaris Tarot was, I think, a matte, and it is gilded in a pink gilding. But the Spark Edition is more affordable, and it comes in my favorite cardstock, which is linen. So I'm glad that these creators are actually creating a more affordable version of their decks. These are the backs. They are reversible. And again, as mentioned, oh, where is the Fool? Oh, here. Here's the Fool. And like I mentioned, it is in this linen cardstock. Really beautiful linen cardstock. Now, the Spark Edition comes in the top box, while the original Superlunaris, I think, is in a magnetic box. But yeah, this is I think converted to dollars, it's around $30 or so, which plus shipping. But yeah, it is a more affordable version of their Superlunaris Tarot, again, which I appreciate that indie deck creators are doing. It's actually priced lower than some of the mass market decks that you can buy in the market today. You also get the same kind of fold out that you get with the original version. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, this linen version, or more affordable version, is called the Spark Edition. Spark, yeah. So you'll find a spark at the end. And in this fold out, basically you just get the keywords for each of the cards. So there's really not a lot of information here, even in the majors. Just some keywords, a phrase or two. So it's very much like a a little white book. I got this from Etsy. I'll be linking that down below if you are interested. Okay, so let me zoom in and take a closer look, and let's take a closer look at all of the cards. Alright, so let's take a look at these cards. It is a standard tarot size. It is a collage, photo collage deck, I think. And if this isn't your first time, or if this isn't the first video that you've watched, I don't particularly like this art style. And I don't know why I still got the Superlunaris knowing that. But there are some cards here, like this one, the Lover's card, that I really like. And maybe I was really drawn because of the diversity in this deck. There's so many diverse bodies, diverse ages. There's a lot of diversity here. Cultural diversity, age diversity, body diversity. And maybe that, you know, part of me that enjoys that kind of diversity and is thinking that, you know, so many people on the internet can't be wrong about how much they love this deck, prompted me to get it. I also really love this devil card though. So there are some cards here that I am really drawn to, but overall I think this style, you know, the photo collage manipulated art kind of thing, it's a beautiful, it's really not my aesthetic. The star, so beautiful. The moon, yes. But when I read with this deck, it just doesn't want to speak to me. Or I don't know, maybe it's me. But oh, so I guess you already have an idea, right? I mean, I am not shy about rehoming decks or doing these flip throughs and saying that I will be rehoming decks. I still want to be able to show you and share my thoughts about that deck. So in case you also, you know, are considering getting this deck, you would have another opinion on whether you would go with it, the purchase or not. This is a really beautiful Three of Wands though. But I think it's because this one also kind of looks like a watercolor kind of art, which I am more drawn to, it seems, or I think. But the more photographic or photocollage aspects of this deck, I am not so drawn to. Yeah, so yeah, you have different, really different representations, cultures represented in this card, which is really, really good for creators to be doing. It feels, some of the cards feel very modern and some are not. I don't know, maybe it's also that kind of disconnect. Well, I don't know, maybe it's also that disconnect that kind of confuses me about this deck. The cup suit. You know, this Two of Cups, I like the idea of this Two of Cups, but I don't really like her expression. Maybe that's just me. This is a favorite of mine, this Three of Cups. It makes me think about my friends, me and my friends having fun at the beach, which is the energy of that card. This Five of Cups is also really stunning. So I think there are some parts here that I really like, but overall it's not something that draws me to use it. And I think, you know, I've done a lot of these flip-throughs already. It's my way of also kind of like bonding or trying to reconnect with the deck. This picture kind of reminds me of John Travolta. I don't know. Is it just me? Ten of Cups. I usually prefer Ten of Cups cards that do not have this like traditional imagery. So this is just, I don't know, it's just an okay card for me. Page of Cups. Knight. Okay. And then the sword suit. The aces are really nice though. I also love this Two of Swords. 3, at least it's not a heart with swords in it. 4. This is also a really beautiful Six of Swords. It's also different because usually it faces the other way, but I also like how this figure is heading towards us. And you'll see that the rough waters are still kind of behind her, moving to more calmer waters. So yeah, that's a different take on that card, but still with the same interpretation. 7 of Swords. 8. The 9 of Swords. 10. Page. Knight. Queen. And King. And our last suit, the Pentacles. Six. The Page. The Knight. I would have preferred if she was riding the horse, you know, for that movement of the knights. Queen and King. Alright, so like we usually do, I zoomed out and let us shuffle this deck. Now, it being a linen finish, you know, it's gonna riffle shuffle really well. So no issues with riffle shuffling this deck. It is flexible, it bounces back. It's a satisfying shuffle. no issues there. Even with the overhand, it doesn't really clump. You know, you see, you can see that it slides quite well. And yeah, I don't have any issues with this, with shuffling this deck, which is great. But maybe it's the art that I'm not as drawn to. Okay. So I'm not getting jumpers today. I don't know. Oops. I don't think that's a jumper. Yeah, but I'm not really getting jumpers today. I also filmed another video before this, and I also wasn't getting any. So let me just pick this one. This is the Page of Swords, and let us look at what it has to say in the foldout. Okay. So for the Page of Swords, caution, wariness, cleverness, strong will, keen intellect, weighing matters carefully, studying a situation rather than charging into it, spying, and news about change. Now, honestly, I don't really resonate with foldouts, like, or at least these kinds of fold-out little white books that just have keywords. And maybe that's also a reason why I'm not so drawn to keeping this deck, because it doesn't give me a lot to bond or to connect with regards to how the creator sees the cards. And it's such a, you know, there's so many good representations here of the art that I think it would have been great to have it fleshed out a little bit more in like a guidebook. Since it's not, it becomes more reliant on how the art resonates. And since I am not that fond of collage decks, it doesn't make me want to keep this deck long term. But yeah, this Three of Wands, probably my favorite card from the deck. Really, really lovely. And yeah, so those are my thoughts on the Superlunaris Spark Edition Tarot. I know that this deck is well loved by so many people, and there's reason for that. Quality wise, I have no issue with it. It shuffles well, and this is a more affordable version, so it's also a little bit more accessible to those who are really drawn to this art. It's just that I am not a collage art kind of person or collage deck kind of person, so I'm not as drawn to the art as some people would probably be. Anyway, I would be linking down where I got this deck from if you're interested in checking it out. And if you do find this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the like button, and do consider subscribing to my channel, where I post videos like this at least once a week. See you again next time. Bye!